I always find this tactic from companies interesting, to say the least anyway. When a company puts out maybe a tweet or a post somewhere attacking maybe a rival company or a category of products to promote theirs, to be like, hey, ours is better. And Evercade did this earlier with this tweet. Now, it's not the most controversial thing in the world, far from it, but it was just a topic that I thought was interesting. And hey, it can elicit a response from you guys, see what you guys have to say in the comments down below. I know not everybody is an Evercade fan. I'm an Evercade fan to a certain degree. I've been there since the beginning, since their Microsoft Paint looking website that I thought was kind of funny. And I know, some people will play a certain way. This is a way to buy into a ecosystem of, hey, you could legally play these ROMs through cartridges, and it gives the opportunity for like indie developers, smaller companies to, you know, get some money. I don't know what they get paid per cartridge out there, like Mega Cat Studios or some of these indie carts out there, like the Xenocrisis, Tanglewood stuff. Um, but it is an opportunity. It's a legal opportunity. And I've always said, I don't really care how you play your games. If it's through ROMs that you're downloading, you buy a pre-built setup off of somebody, whatever. I have my recommendations on things like, hey, if you're going to do an emulation system, I think it's beneficial to just do it yourself instead of paying somebody for it. But to each their own. Some people aren't comfortable doing that. Some people lack the time, maybe, and do with your money as you will. I really don't care. But Evercade, they posted this earlier. Unlike cheapo retro gaming consoles that claim to offer thousands of games preloaded, all our games are officially licensed from the original devs and or current rights holders, and our collections are carefully curated to showcase both well-known classics and hidden gems. This kind of it didn't rub like everybody the wrong way, but maybe a few people. And I did get a couple messages about this, and I just thought, if I casually scrolled through this, and I did see this tweet earlier, and I quickly read it, I didn't really think anything of it, but it did remind me after reading some posts and some messages of when what was that company, the Evercade, when they were attacking like the retro Pi, Raspberry Pi, that kind of stuff, and it was like, dude, you kind of in two different markets, man. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're gonna be negative about a certain option, be it the DIY community like Arcade or these cheapo retro gaming consoles like Evercade's talking about here, uh, the people who are already into that option, they might be dissuaded from buying into your option. So to me, it's kind of like, why even bother? You know what I mean? Promote yourself, make yourself, look like a great option without attacking something else. Is that what they stand on? Is that, hey, we're officially licensed? Does that mean something to everybody? I mean, if somebody already has an option that they enjoy, are they going to just be like, hey, it's officially licensed? Let me jump into this. I have every option out there, and I still like the Evercade. So there's going to be crossover for sure. There's been tons of cartridges I've bought from Evercade. There's been consoles. I bought that Duke Nukem one. I've bought most of the Evercade stuff I have. They do send me carts every once in a while for purpose of review. I just like different options, and it's sharing with you guys type of thing. But yeah, Arcade way back they attacked other options, and it's like, dude, you could just leave that stuff alone and just promote what you're doing. I know what they mean, and I'm sure most of the people reading this know what they mean. Cheapo retro game consoles. Don't take that as a dig against any specific company. Take that as a dig against the cheap crap that constantly is coming out from China, that's getting thrown up on Amazon, rebranded a million times. And I've reviewed a lot of those things, and I continue to review. I haven't reviewed, too many of them recently, but I'll continue to review them in the sense that I like to show, hey, if you spend your money on something like that, this is what you're getting yourself into. And there's been a lot of times where these products that come out, really bad setups, some of the games won't work. Sometimes a lot of the games won't work. Uh, Tons of duplicates. It does feel like cheapo crap for a lot of it. Some of them may do a little better than others, but a lot of it is cheapo retro crap that these companies continue to put out there. And not in defense of Evercade or trying to promote them. I do like what they do, but at the same time, I haven't liked every single cartridge that they put out. They're not all well-known classics. They're not all hidden gems. There's been, in my opinion, a lot of misses, but also a lot of hits, with some of these games. Some of it's going to be subjective that they put out. Something that I think is a miss, you might think is awesome. It's just the way it goes. But it's just all about options. That's really it. There's a lot of comments in support of Evercade. Only a couple I've seen here, quote tweets and whatnot. We're all mostly fine. Uh, I think there was one that was like, that where was it? I think it's at the bottom. You're right, but attacking rival consoles with insults like cheapo is not the way. And I could see some people feeling that way, but they're not attacking anything specific, and they didn't go as like pinpoint as Evercade did with the Raspberry Pi attacks. It's like, dude, that's like a DIY community. Like, get the hell out of here. Evercade, they're saying, hey, these things essentially not in these in so many words. They're saying like there's a cheap crap out there. We're not doing the same thing. And hey, to each their own. Support Evercade or don't. I really don't care. I just support playing the games however you want. But just a topic of discussion. I'd like to hear from you guys more so in the comments. Like, how do you feel about that? There was another comment that I just thought of that I'd seen on this post that I wanted to mention real quick. From this individual, Scatman JJ, states, I'm finding the Evercade experience underwhelming. Taking the wrapping off the cartridges is more exciting than playing what's on it. And then they quote Evercade as saying, showcase both well-known classics and hidden gems. Okay, where are they? Road Rash, Strike Series, Syndicate, or even Red Zone would make change. And I understand that. If the Evercade's not for you, it's just not for you. My thought with Evercade, Blaze, with what they're doing out there and the success that they've had is like, hey, maybe over time, like they will get the interest from other licenses out there, other properties to work with them. Like they did with Duke Nukem. That was kind of cool to see that come out. There's been a lot of cartridges I've really liked, a lot of them that I really haven't cared about that much. I do think like if you're a retro gamer, you'll find something you like on the Evercade, but is that going to be enough to buy into that system? Maybe, maybe not. The way that this thing has been put out is like for collectors, people who appreciate physical media. I understand the whole thing, like, hey, it's just a ROM on the cartridge. I get it. I get it. But yeah, over time, maybe they can get other licenses to bigger and better things in some people's eyes. But at the end of the day, I do feel that Evercade, even though it's not the biggest thing in the world, this stupid tweet, they don't really need to tweet like this or put out promotional material like this. They just need to stand on their own and they'll be fine. But this really isn't going to persuade people one way or another with them, I feel. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Really do appreciate y'all watching. Bye.